everyone, so here we are at 6 weeks pregnant, making progress, yay. You know, I don't really have too much to update on this video, so we'll just go ahead and get started. Hopefully this will be a quick one. I know I say that every time, but here we go. I didn't mention it last week, but we did tell my mother-in-law and her husband and a set of my husband's grandparents, and when we were on the phone with them, we were on speakerphone and we didn't know it, but my husband's aunt was on the other phone. So she heard everything too. So she knows too, which we weren't going to tell her right away because she is one that likes to talk. So she said that she wouldn't say anything. You know, that's our news to tell. And so hopefully she'll, you know, kind of keep that word. But we did tell them. We have told a couple close friends, you know, that we know will not really say anything. But yeah, so we have started telling people. We told my grandparents Friday night at dinner. They came into town. They live about 4 hours away. They came into town, and so they're staying with my parents this weekend. And so we met with them for dinner on Friday night and told them. And my grandma, she was excited and everything. So yeah, that's for telling people. I've been feeling okay this week. Like I said in my 5-week vlog, that sometimes I feel pregnant, sometimes I don't. I mean, that's still the case. But we'll just go ahead and go into symptoms. And some of the symptoms that are the same from my 5-week vlog are, and I'm looking down because I have them wrote down so I don't forget anything, so that's why I'm looking down. Symptoms that are the same. I still have sore breasts. They have started to get a little worse, because they were, you know, kind of really tender at the beginning, and then they got a little bit better, but now they're starting to get bad again. And more so the nipple area. Like today I just, you know, noticed more of that tingling sensation, and they've just been painful to where if Bella rubs up against me at nighttime, like early in the morning, I wake up. So that's when you know, that's when you know it's a little painful. It's nothing too bad, but my stomach still gets a little uneasy at times, still gassy, unfortunately. I'm sure it'll be like that the whole 9 months. I'm still peeing more again, that'll continue. Bloated, especially after eating and if I have to pee. New symptoms that I've noticed this week would be I'm feeling a lot more fatigued. I'm getting so tired. It's getting harder and harder for me to get out of bed in the mornings. I just feel so tired, and I am so comfortable, I do not want to move. And as far as sleeping goes, you know, since I'm so tired, I go to sleep right away and stay pretty much sleeping until like the early morning hours. Like 4:30ish is when I start waking up. And it's probably because I have to pee, and sometimes I go, sometimes I don't. And then the early morning hours, I just don't sleep as well. Like if I go back to sleep, I'm just off and on until I have to get up. But when I have to get up, I can go back to sleep. Of course, you know, that happens all the time. I've noticed this week that I can't eat a lot at one time, like a meal, like, you know, like I used to be able to, just because my stomach starts feeling really full. And like I just can't eat anymore, or I'm just gonna, like, you know when you get that last bite in your mouth and you just don't even want to swallow it? Well, that's kind of how I've been feeling once I get to that full stage. I have had nausea occasionally this past week, but nothing too bad. I mean, I get it and it won't be bad at all. It'll last not long and then I'll be fine. So I guess maybe that's starting. I really hope that the morning sickness doesn't start yet, you know, if I'm gonna get it. And if I do, I hope it's not bad, because that's the worst feeling. I hate feeling that way. So, and another thing that I've noticed this week is a very mild lower backache, which is just kind of off and on, nothing too painful, but noticeable. And also this week, I've been having more of a runny nose and more congested. And I don't know if that's, you know, because of the pregnancy or not, or I know that your immune system weakens when you first become pregnant, so your body doesn't reject the baby, but maybe that's it, because I mean, there's always stuff going around. And this morning at work, I wanted to drink some Emergency because that's what I usually drink when I start feeling that way. But I did some research and, you know, looking online, and I know you're not supposed to take airborne, but some people say that you can drink Emergency and some people say that you can't. And so I just didn't. I mean, I'm sure it'd be okay, but I didn't. So I guess that's about it as far as symptoms go. And I had my follow-up for my ultrasound with my doctor on Thursday, from the ultrasound that I had on Tuesday that I told you guys about already. She said everything looks good and on track so far. It's still so early on to be completely accurate. So it had me measuring at 4 weeks, 6 days, and I have myself calculated at 5 weeks, 2 days, and she said that's no big deal when you're that early on. Yes, the machine's accurate, but when it's so small, it's hard to get it to the exact day that you might be. So she said there's really nothing to worry about there, and she wants to see me 2 weeks from that ultrasound, which I have an appointment on the 25th for another ultrasound to confirm viability and everything like that. And once it's confirmed viable, then I will be, you know, I'll no longer see her. I will be referred to the OB and then start doing my prenatals, which is really exciting. You know, that'll be like the next step. But I can't wait for that ultrasound because we'll get to see the heartbeat then. And that, I can't, it's just gonna be awesome. So I'm really looking forward to that. And we've been starting to try to get rid of things that is in the soon-to-be nursery room. That's kind of just our storage room now. So that's kind of where everything goes. You know, we're trying to sell the things that we want to sell and try to condense things that we want to, you know, still keep. And we've also decided that we are going to continue the hardwood floor into the nursery. So once we get that cleaned out and everything, then we'll go ahead and lay the hardwood, and then, you know, once we find out if it's a boy or girl, then we'll paint and start getting the nursery ready, which I'm really excited about. I love planning, organizing, and decorating and all that kind of stuff. So I'm really looking forward to it. As far as items that we've purchased this week, I did make one order, but it's still not here yet. So it should be here by next week's video, and I'll just show it to you then. But nothing else. And another thing that, as far as symptoms go, I have been noticing that I've gotten like aggravated a lot easier, and I just don't have patience with people as much as I did before. So I guess moodiness is a big one. I just get easily frustrated, and just to the point where I just want to go off on somebody, which is, I mean, sometimes I get like that, but not often. So I really hope that doesn't last the whole 9 months. But I also have been feeling, you know, been a little bit more emotional too. Like I feel like I'm gonna have tears streaming down my face just from like nothing. So yeah, that's another thing, added symptoms. I guess that's about it as far as week 6 goes. Like I said, not too much to update on, mainly just the symptoms and, you know, going for another ultrasound. So I guess we'll go ahead and do the belly shot, and then that will be it. Okay, so we'll go ahead and do the belly shot. And I did want to say, this morning I was up 2 pounds from last week, and there was no change from the 4th week. So I'm up 2 pounds, but you know, your weight always kind of fluctuates anyways from week to week. But so we'll go ahead and do the belly shot and measurement. So here we are. 6-week belly. And I don't have to pee. I'm hungry, so I didn't just eat. So that's 6 weeks belly, and we'll go ahead and do measurement. So I'd say I'm at 31 3/4. So 31 3/4 for 6 weeks. And I guess that's about it. I will see you guys next week for my 7-week vlog. All right, bye you guys.